Welcome back to My KC Live. Millions of people are affected by mental illness each year. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1 in 5 adults and 1 in 6 youth aged 6 to 17 experience mental health illness each year in the U.S. 75% of all lifetime mental illness begins by age 24.
A very important topic. So with us today is Dr. Katie Harry, licensed psychologist with St. Luke's behavioral health specialist, to talk about the importance of mental health. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course, thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so 1.4 million adults have a mental health condition. Why is it so early for us to find intervention early on?
So there is a mental health crisis in this country, and first and foremost, early intervention is important because it helps connect people to resources and strategies that could alleviate suffering. Also, it can improve outcomes. It can reduce symptoms, improve well-being, and increase resilience.
Yeah, what are some signs, some early signs, I guess, that people may be struggling with a mental health illness?
So there's 2 common conditions, depression and anxiety. For depression, there's 2 core symptoms: low, depressed mood, or loss of interest or pleasure in doing things, associated with changes in your appetite, energy, ability to concentrate. These are lasting most days for a couple weeks. It's a good time to get further assessment and possible treatment.
Sure.
For anxiety, it's important to note that occasional worry is completely normal and part of being human. But if this worry is it's hard to control, it's affecting your sleep, your ability to concentrate or connect with others, that's a good time to get connected to mental health resources. Yeah. And of course, any thoughts of self-harm would really indicate a more urgent need to connect with help.
Yeah. I love the distinction that you made there too, because general worry is something we all deal with, but when it becomes debilitating, I think, that's definitely a warning sign for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Now, there's always been, a little bit of a stigma of talking about mental health and things like that. So what are you guys doing at St. Luke's to really open up that conversation and just allow people to feel more comfortable with speaking up?
So we have made huge improvements on stigma, but it's still a hard topic for individuals to talk about and healthcare professionals to ask about. But at St. Luke's, we are making it standard. So in a primary care clinic, emergency room, you're going to get screening questions that ask about these. And we hope to expand that to other specialties. The more we make it standard, the more people will get help.
Yeah, absolutely. How can someone get connected with a mental health professional?
So at St. Luke's, you can ask your primary care provider or another specialty clinic for a referral to behavioral health services. If you're not a St. Luke's patient, you can get established or get connected to your insurance provider or the local mental health resources. The key is finding the best fit. So if you get connected to a mental health professional and it's not a good match, don't give up. Reach out and get connected to someone new.
Absolutely, and that's a very easy process, because I've talked about it on the show, but like I go to therapy and things like that, and sometimes you just have to find the right person to have those conversations with. What would you say are some strategies that maybe someone watching today could implement in their lives a little bit, just to kind of again ease that conversation?
Yeah, so making your mental health a priority is really important. One great strategy is mindfulness, or attention to the present moment. So our brain has this unique ability. We can dwell in the past, we can think or plan for the future. That's wonderful, but our body can only be located right here. So by connecting to your breath or your body, that's going to help ground you rather than being overwhelmed by your thoughts in a million places. Another great strategy is really prioritizing taking care of yourself. So scheduling activities daily that give you calm or joy or meaning. These tend to be the first to go if you encounter a stressful life event, but that's really the most important time to be prioritizing your self-care.
Sure. Well, these are some amazing options for people to absolutely watching today to implement, but thank you for taking the time to sit with us on the couch and just walk us through this conversation.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Hey, and to learn more, you can head over to stlukeskc.org/behavioral or give them a call at 816-932-1711.
All right, well, coming up